Gentlemen, kindly set down that lurid, patterned abomination masquerading as a shirt, pour yourself a measured finger of single malt, and attend to the sovereign rules of refined attire. There exists in the civilized universe precisely 7 shirt colors worthy of a discerning wardrobe, no more, no less. Exceed that number and you tumble into clutter, fall short and you lurch toward sartorial famine. Today we shall prune the palette to its magnificent essentials and ensure that come Monday merger or Sunday yacht excursion, your shirt game remains as unassailable as your credit rating. Right, onward. 1. Crisp white. White is the platinum credit card of shirting, universally accepted, unmistakably prestigious, and unforgiving of carelessness. Properly laundered, it sends a beam of optical purity across a boardroom table and flatters every skin tone in existence. Slip it beneath charcoal wool, punctuate with a navy grenadine tie, or roll the sleeves and leave 2 buttons open over selvage denim and suede loafers for effortless weekend authority. Select poplin for razor-sharp formality, Oxford cloth for nonchalant ease, and remember, spill marinara upon it and you are banished to dine in penance behind the kitchen doors. 2. Sky blue. Sky blue is the handsome trust fund, soothing, versatile, and ever so slightly privileged. It softens severe tailoring, brightens weary complexions, and whispers that you peruse the Financial Times in the original English. Tucked under a navy fresco suit with a discreet burgundy stripe on the tie, it projects impenetrable competence. Worn open neck with cream chinos and tobacco suede chukas, it says you might abscond to the Amalfi Coast by dusk. A subtle pencil stripe or micro gingham adds nuance without descending into carnival. Pair with a cutaway collar to frame a tie knot like a Florentine gallery frames a Botticelli. 3. Classic navy. Navy is the quiet billionaire of shirting, low-key, liquid, and perpetually appreciating. The shade must be unequivocally dark. Think moonlit Atlantic rather than midday Mediterranean, so it flatters every complexion while sidestepping the funereal severity of black. Fabric first. Mercerized cotton delivers a tasteful, almost liquid sheen that whispers custom invoice pending. In humid cities or on Amalfi terraces, a long staple linen cotton blend keeps you aerated while draping with just enough insouciance to hint at private jet spontaneity. Fit should skim the torso like a well-tuned V8 idling at 800 RPM, silent, powerful, ready. A semi-spread collar frames both a 4-in-hand tie and an open neck, save button-downs for golf courses and nostalgia. Evening sophistication is effortless. Pair the shirt with gray flannel trousers, black penny loafers, a slim gunmetal watch, and a whiff of vetiver. For cinematic brinkmanship, trade flannel for black selvage denim, slide into matte black Chelsea boots, shrug on a leather moto jacket, and let the indigo's depth play cat and mouse with passing streetlights. Beware the monochrome navy-on-navy ensemble. Unless you're captaining a yacht or impersonating Sync Tactics Sugar in a corporate logo, the effect is less stealth wealth and more anthropomorphic blueberry. Anchor the shirt with complementary, never identical tones: charcoal, stone, camel, or crisp white. Launder inside out in cool water with a color-preserving wash, hang dry, and steam rather than iron to avoid shine. One faint mark of detergent residue and the stealth is gone. 4. Charcoal gray. Charcoal is the Swiss Army knife of color, adaptable, cerebral, and disarmingly chic. Deeper than mid-gray, softer than black, it slips between dress codes with the dexterity of a silk-gloved pickpocket. Its genius lies in neutrality. It absorbs brighter accessories, tames louder jackets, and projects a no-nonsense intellect that CFOs and sommeliers equally respect. Begin with cloth. Brushed twill for 3-season versatility, flannel for frost-rimmed mornings, or a superfine jersey knit if you insist on hoodwinking colleagues into thinking loungewear is bespoke. Button it beneath a mid-gray fresco suit, add a silver knit tie, and you evoke titanium resolve. An executive who can merge companies before breakfast and debate Proust after dinner. Remove the jacket, roll the sleeves, and the same shirt signals artisanal coffee confidence. When formalities wane, pivot to olive chinos, minimalist white sneakers, and a sand suede field jacket. Suddenly you are the cosmopolitan flaneur who pairs single malt scotch with street cart tacos and makes it believable. Texture in colder months deserves reverence. Charcoal flannel under tweed, corduroy, or a heavyweight knit produces layered chiaroscuro worthy of a Caravaggio still life. Yet caution, excessive darkness can descend into sulk. Counterweight the moody hue with a tan belt, light brown boots, or, if you absolutely must, an ivory wool scarf. Groom its appearance obsessively. Wash on delicate with a wool-safe detergent, dry flat, and brush with a cashmere comb to restore loft. An unkempt charcoal shirt is less existential poetry and more week-old ashtray, an indignity no gentleman should abide. 5. Soft pink. A pale pink shirt is strategic disarmament, delivering warmth and charm before you unleash the iron fist of your quarterly analysis. Under a navy double-breasted blazer and cream trousers, it evokes Riviera magnate chic. Untucked over faded jeans with white canvas sneakers, it proves that casual can still outperform everyone else's smart. Choose fabric with care. Pinpoint Oxford for 4-season utility, poplin for high-resolution formality, or airy linen for alfresco lunches. Where the dress code is boat owner casual, the weave should capture light softly, never glaringly. A medium spread collar frames a navy grenadine tie, but also permits 2 buttons defiantly undone when the yacht clears the harbor. If you favor French cuffs, select restrained silver knots. Pink silk in your sleeves is a bit too birthday cake, wouldn't you agree? Pairing potential is vast. Under a navy double-breasted blazer and cream trousers, the shirt channels Riviera magnate leisure. Best accessorized with tortoiseshell sunglasses and a practiced half smile. Tucked in charcoal flannel with a chocolate brown knit tie, it warms winter tailoring like a hidden hip flask of Armagnac. Worn untucked with sun-faded denim and white canvas sneakers, it proves that laissez-faire can still outrank everyone else's strained business casual. 6. Black. Remember, black is always the new, black. Mastery begins with the fabric. Denim lightweight twill, superfine poplin, or Egyptian cotton sateen. These weaves absorb light with the subtle luster of grand piano. Reject polyester. It flashes like a disco ball under down-market LEDs, exposing you as an interloper rather than an icon. Fit must be exacting. The shoulder seam sits on the acromion with military precision. The torso skims without clinging, and the sleeve breaks at the wrist bone just long enough to hint at a watch, preferably something that doesn't tick loudly in polite company. A semi-spread collar adds just enough architecture to frame a tie or your bare, confidently unbuttoned throat, without collapsing into Dracula pastiche. Deploy it under a razor-slim black suit for the purest expression of metropolitan elan. Hole-cut shoes in high-polish calf anchor the ensemble. Their uninterrupted leather mirrors the shirt's austerity and telegraphs an income bracket untroubled by installment plans. If a tie feels excessive, reveal a single stud of a mother-of-pearl button. Subtle gleam, immediate intrigue. Pocket square? Only if you can muster a whisper of charcoal silk. Anything louder breaks the spell. For nights when you prefer to stride rather than glide, pivot to monochrome rebellion. Pair the shirt with jet black denim, selvage of course. Ankle-skimming Chelsea boots and a leather moto jacket whose aging is as deliberate as your investment portfolio. Add one restrained accent, a narrow silver cuff or a signet ring with discreet engraving. Restraint separates the aristocratic renegade from the over-accessorized bass guitarist. Black is unforgiving of lax maintenance. Wash inside out in cold water with a pH-neutral detergent. Hot cycles leach color with the petulance of a spurned lover. Dry flat, in shade, and attack lint with a velvet brush. Never a sticky roller that leaves adhesive residue. Store on contoured hangers to prevent shoulder dimples, and for heaven's sake, keep it out of direct sunlight. Ultraviolet rays are a democracy's revenge on luxury. Treat the black shirt as you would sensitive intelligence. Employ it only when the stakes warrant its lethal elegance. Worn correctly, you become the story everyone rewinds to see again. Worn casually, you're fetching the wine list. Choose wisely, launder meticulously, and let the darkness work for you, not against you. 7. Olive green. Olive is the connoisseur's wild card. Earthy, masculine, and adept at mingling with brown, navy, charcoal, even burgundy. Picture an olive twill shirt, dark indigo jeans, and chocolate brown boots topped by a waxed cotton field jacket. You look ready to down a pheasant before brunch. Swap jeans for gray flannel trousers and cloak it with a navy sport coat, and you have metropolitan elegance with a whisper of countryside credibility. Keep prints solid. This is heritage, not camouflage. And let textured cotton or garment-dyed linen do the heavy lifting. Echo the hue with a tan watch strap or belt for harmonious finesse. There you have it. 7 immaculate hues, 7 swift routes to sartorial supremacy. Anything beyond this is redundant flamboyance. Anything missing is an unforgivable oversight. Rotate these shades with intelligence. Press them with zeal. Launder whites in monostatic isolation. And remember that an accidental pink sock in the bleach load is the quickest route to exile. Should wanderlust strike, indulge your curiosity in fabric, color shape, or pattern. Do not resist rainbow-esque temptation. Restraint, after all, is the ultimate luxury. If this pilgrimage to chromatic enlightenment has refined your wardrobe, as frankly it should, be the perfect gentleman. Press like, subscribe post-haste, and ring that infernal bell so you're notified the moment I grace the ether with further wisdom. Compose your questions or suitably eloquent praises in the comments below, and I shall respond, provided your grammar meets civilized standards. Now, stride forth, impeccably hued and devastatingly confident, and recall, clothes do not merely clothe the man, they distinguish the cultivated from the merely covered.